For today's video, we're going to check out everything that came in today's Homebase status report, and I'll leave a link to the status report in the description if you want to go check it out. And there's a couple of new heroes. The Bundlebus is going to be returning, but first I want to start off with everything we're going to get this week. Hybrid's going to be returning, and he's going to be available in the event store on May the 15th at 8 PM Eastern. His standard perk increases your affliction duration by 34%, and his commander perk increases it by 67%, and it also applies affliction, which deals fire damage. I don't consider him to be one of the best ninjas, but he is one of the few heroes that have an ability that deal elemental damage. Anyways, for his abilities, he has Dragon Slash, Kunai Storm, and Throwing Stars. And again, he's going to be available in the event store. And since he's legendary, he'll most likely cost 2,800 gold. And he's going to be available from this Friday until June the 19th. Anyways, we've already gotten gameplay with him. I'll be sure to leave a link to it in the description if you want to go check it out. As for the following week, we're going to get update 12.60. And with this update, they made adjustments to how fire rate functions on weapons. The fire rate perk will now provide an additional benefit to your charged weapons. If a charged weapon is using a fire rate perk, it now reduces the amount of time it takes for the weapon to hit max charge. And here's a list of weapons that the change impacts. So it's going to affect all bows, excluding crossbows. So you'll be able to reduce the charge time for those. It also applies to the Storm King's Wrath. So you'll be able to fire that quicker and hit max charge quicker. And since this is a charged weapon, it's going to reduce the amount of time for it to hit max charge. Same thing with the Zapatron and the Crescendo and the Noble Launcher. Same thing for the Monsoon, which already has a ridiculous fire rate, but now you can reduce the charge time for it. And it also applies to the Vacuum Tube Sniper Rifle. So not only can you increase the fire rate, but you can also reduce the time it takes for them to hit max charge. And they added a total of 1 fire rate perk for every bow and 2 fire rate perks for the Crescendo, which definitely has one of the longest charge times. So those are some changes that are going to be made next week. And not only are they going to make these changes next week, but there's also going to be a new hero whose name is Seawolf Jonesy, and his standard perk is called High Tide, and that increases your shockwave damage by 55%. And his commander perk also increases your shockwave damage by 55%, and it also makes it activate a second time immediately after use, which is definitely going to be a good perk when it comes to buffing your shockwave. So obviously we'll get some gameplay of him as soon as he becomes available. Speaking of which, he's going to be available in the event store when it resets next Friday. And not only are we getting a new hero next week, but the Bundlebus is also going to be returning next week. Which I know a lot of people have been asking about recently. And this is also going to be added to the event store, and it'll most likely cost 1,680 gold. I would consider it to be one of the best assault rifles in the game. So you're going to want to make sure that you get this before it's taken out of the event store on June the 19th. And as for the following week, we're going to get another content update. And during that week, we're going to get another new hero whose name is Freebooter Can. And here's what he looks like. And his standard perk is called Sea Fog, and that makes your smoke bomb restore your shield to full. And his commander perk makes your smoke bomb restore your shield to full and freezes your enemies for 5.5 seconds on activation. So whenever you use your smoke bomb, it'll refill your shield, and it'll also freeze any enemy caught within it for 5.5 seconds. And that definitely sounds like it could be useful. But yeah, he's going to be available in the event store on May the 29th until June the 19th. And that sums up everything that was in the Homebase status report. Let me know what you think about these two heroes in the comments below. And let me know what you think about the changes that are going to be made to bows next week. But yeah, that sums up everything I'm going to go over for this one. I hope y'all found the video useful, and thanks for watching.